Want to beat your worry and anxiety? Want to stop it instantly? Watch all the way through the end. I'm going to show you how. So let's jump right in. What is worry and anxiety? Are you ready for this? Get ready to write this down. You ready? It's you thinking about your thinking. So what's the solution? Stop. Hey, and another thing.
Snap out of it.
Hey, Shear's not wrong. You've been trying to beat this thing, and what you're doing doesn't work. So snap out of it and stop doing it. We're going to give you a whole new system. You ready? Here's what you need to do. You need to stop thinking about your thinking. Think of it this way. What is worry and anxiety? It's you thinking worried and anxious thoughts. You don't have to do a lot to undo this. How do you solve it? Stop thinking. And the anxiety and the worry instantly goes away. The challenge is you are trying to think about your thinking. This is called metacognition. Humans are the only animals that have this mental defect where they think about their thinking. They think about stuff and they worry about stuff and they turn it over and over and over. You have to supersede that. It's like getting rid of an old bad reflex. Think of it this way. You have a problem, you worry about it, and then you solve it. It's a 3-step process. But can you see the unnecessary step? Yeah, the worrying in the middle. Yes, you have to have the problem. That's a qualifier. Otherwise, what are we talking about? Second thing, you have to solve it. All that worrying in between, they say worry is like a rocking chair. Gives you something to do while you're going nowhere. So I want you to stop thinking about your thinking. Now, if you absolutely positively have to stop and think about it, then I want you to start destroying your thinking. So instead of letting this thought, this worry, this anxiety just run away with you and have its way with you, I want you to start taking control. Simply ask it a series of questions. This is standard cognitive behavioral therapy. What does CBT mean, cognitive behavioral therapy? Cognitive, thinking, behavioral, boy, you better change your process somehow. Therapy, quicker way to get to a solution. To solve it, right? So that's exactly what we're doing. You're thinking, but we need to change the behaviors behind your thinking, what you think about, and then that will get you a different solution. So how do you do it? Very, very simple. Start asking better questions. You have to ask better questions because the questions you ask yourself are a major source of your anxiety and your worry. Think about it. People with anxiety and worry ask the worst questions, like what could go wrong and what's the worst thing that could possibly happen and what the hell's wrong with me? Now tell me you've never heard that one. You hear it over and over and over again. These are bad, stupid, wrong questions. I highly recommend you get rid of them. Start asking better questions from your mind. As it's going through this stream of worry, anxiety, ask simple questions. Write this one down. Very simple. Is this thought helpful or hurtful? If it's helpful, I'm going to continue along that line of thought. That's my rule. If it's hurtful, I'm going to stop and I'm going to try again. Next thought rule. Is this moving me in the direction I want to go or further away? Is it moving me towards my goal? Is it going to get me a positive result? If it's going to get me a positive result, hey, I'll keep going. If not, I'm going to get rid of it. Now, the next way you want to correct your thoughts is make sure that you have a rule that says, I don't talk to myself any different than I would talk to my best friend. You wouldn't be sitting there talking to your best friend saying, hey, you should worry about this and this is going to get destroyed in your life and nobody likes you and this is horrible and your life's going to go to hell in a handbasket and, you're going to be attacked by bears and catch on fire and you're worthless and you're no good and, give them suicidal thoughts. This is crap. I've got a whole video. I'll leave the link in the description below. It's called the Best Friend Strategy. It'll teach you how to use this system very specifically. Now, the next thing that I want you to do is start focusing on solutions. See, worry and anxiety is all about focusing on the problem. And the more you focus on something, the more you get of it. If you start focusing on all the problems and everything that you think you should worry about, and believe me, there's nothing you should worry about. There's many things you need to solve, but there's nothing that you need to worry about. Worrying does nothing. They call it the useless emotion. It's pure and utter crap. Get rid of it. So You get more of whatever you focus on. If you focus on the problem, that's what's going to become huge in your mind. It's literally going to shut down your mind, and you're going to have anxiety and depression. Get rid of it. Now, if you were to focus on the solution, go from focusing on the problem to focusing on the solution. Solution feels great. It feels like what? Like you're getting out of the problem, which is exactly where you want to be. Now you feel inspired. Now you feel hopeful. Now you can see this thing going away instead of this thing getting bigger. There's an old quote from the AA Big Book. It says, when I stopped focusing on the problem and I started focusing on the solution, problem disappeared. And it will for you too. Hey, if this information's been helpful, go ahead and like and subscribe. Go through my playlist. Lots more content, lots more solutions from a trained therapist that has been winning multiple awards at universities. I'm CEO of Advanced Ideas. I've got the stuff that you need. I've been a licensed therapist. I've got degrees all the way through the doctorate. I'm not one of these kids with glow lights behind me. I've got the real solutions, and I want to give them to you. I marked them down to free. Go ahead and click like and subscribe. Look through the playlist and grab them now. Start working on these trainings today, and you'll feel better tomorrow. Your mind is a tool. How you're going to feel up here and feel out there is all about the way that you use your mind, the way that you use your thinking. So I want you to slow down, close your eyes, notice your thinking. Ask yourself, how am I thinking? Is this helpful or hurtful? Is it moving me closer to the solution or farther away? Is it problem focused or solution focused? Is this the way I would talk to a best friend? Because hey, you're the only person you're ever going to have a relationship with for your whole life. So I want you to start being good to you. That's the way you get away from anxiety and worry. Now, before I go, I want to give you a bonus tip. A lot of you that follow my stuff, you know I like to do the bonus tip at the end. Helps you to watch all the way through the video. I got a great one for you today. It's called Gambits. And this is going to specialize this whole strategy. So it's specialized just for you and your particular challenges. Now, all you got to do is close your eyes and listen to that metacognition we've been talking about. Just listen to your thoughts. And what I want you to do is pick out one thought, write it down on a piece of paper that is a gambit. A gambit is a game that your mind plays on you. It tells you need to worry about this, or you have to be scared about this, or you have to be fearful about this, or this could go horribly wrong. I want you to learn the different strategies. And everybody has 5 main strategies that account for about 80% of all the worrying and all the anxiety they have. Once you recognize these mental games that your mind plays on you, you can write them down, you can figure out how to beat them, and then when they try to use them on you again, it's not going to work anymore. It's like when a magician shows you how the trick works. Now he can't fool you anymore. Well, by listening to your thoughts, seeing these gambits, writing them down, and then figuring out, you could go through my trainings and figure out at least 3 ways to beat all of them, you're going to be amazingly powerful, and it's not going to be able to use these ever again. That's your bonus tip, and I'll see you in the next training.